Another test?
Yep. Let's take these off. I will need to rip apart. This is no way.
Victor! Remove the cables.
No. No.
I'm Roberta.
And I'm Luca.
And for the past year, we have been building our own tiny shipping container house, so we can travel around knowing that we will always have this little place that we can call home.
But guess what? We just found our dream project before we expected. This abandoned sailboat. So we are gonna stop building the house for a couple months to bring our boat back to life. And then we're gonna go back and finish the house. Are you ready for today?
Yeah!
Today is the final stretch of our race with our engine. You know what that means?
No?
Yeah, I sound crazy like that. You know when you're racing and you race for like, I don't know, 2-3 hours, and then on the last stretch is when you give all the energy you have to win the race?
Yeah?
Our engine is ready. Every time we turn on, it starts fine, but without the cables for the throttle and for the gearbox, we cannot leave the marina. And today, us and our mechanic, he's there ready. He cannot wait. He's always like working ahead.
What are you doing, Fred?
Waiting.
Oh, he's excited and anxious because today we're gonna finally replace these cables. These are the new cables for the engine. So let's get started.
Can you hold this for me?
Yes. Can I leave like this or?
Pode deixar assim.
How is the surgery going?
Really well. The patient is really quiet, doesn't talk, doesn't complain.
Is this good?
Yes.
Almost there, Fred.
No.
Don't
Someone don't want to come out.
Don't pressure the doctor.
Someone. Like this guy here. No, I can.
Yeah, the problem is that we need to take off this cable. I mean Fred, because he's attempting to do now. It's right behind the fuel pump, and we don't want to take the fuel pump off. We need to somehow take the cable off without it. We'll find a way, right?
Yeah, I hopefully.
Yeah, in my head.
Great.
Just one?
Finally.
Just one.
Yeah.
We did it.
We didn't lose. That was the challenge, to do it and not like.
That's the worst.
Nice grip.
Danke. That's the problem.
Yeah. You want heat?
Yeah.
Heat will help, yeah. Similar, no use it.
Okay.
We made it! Yay!
Came out. That means we took the last cable we need to take. Let's hope the new one is long enough and hope Fred's not making a lot of noise.
More? Do you want more noise? I can do more noise. Hope
floor.
Luca don't do too much noise.
Let's hope the new cable is long enough, because we bought a little bit shorter cable, because this one was too long, I think.
Yes.
If I did the right math, we have the nice brand new cable.
What do you think about the new cable?
This is really good quality. Just perfect. Yeah, this cable is not the most cheap one, the cheapest one. This is from Volvo. It's sometimes twice the price as the other ones, but we want this to last for a long time, so we decided not to save money on this cable. I think it's gonna be worth.
Yeah.
This one I think was like $70 maybe. I'm not sure. With Sikaflex, it's just 100% fine.
Everything.
No, the problem was really hard to take off because someone didn't apply Sikaflex inside. Because this is stainless steel and that's aluminium. If we have a layer of Sikaflex, it's gonna help a lot in the future. Aluminium.
Aluminium.
I say aluminium. He says aluminum. Doesn't matter.
I used to say aluminium.
And I
but
say
someone correct
aluminium.
me. It's aluminium.
And I say
Okay.
alumínio. Portuguese. Done.
You can decide what you want. It doesn't really matter.
In the right place. I will do the connection there.
The length is perfect, babe.
Yeah.
Something like this.
I did the right math.
Yeah.
What? It's so light now. It's amazing. Used to be like, check this out.
Used to be like with two hands to pull.
Used to be like, I would be like, and the engine wouldn't shut off. It was just like, I'm really
Proud.
glad we bought a new cable. Yeah, we were like, should we do that? Shouldn't we? Yeah, it wasn't really good.
Waiting for you.
Yeah,
Please,
I'm coming, teacher. Let me just put my head. So, check if it's working, Fred.
The wrong one.
No, check if it's working, Fred.
Yes.
Magic. That's how magic happens. So the modification we did to this is just this screw. Without this screw, this side would be loose, and then once you install on the engine, would go forward, and you pull back and just goes back forward. These need to have some friction inside of the, how you call, like the, yeah, I can write somewhere that I don't remember this name, but this creates a little bit of friction on the top of this, and then it holds in place. So if I put some power, take some power off,
Good?
got the point?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
What's gonna happen now?
First test. Don't go forward or backwards, just,
Yeah.
are you sure?
Sure.
We're not gonna hit anything?
No.
Is that one? Here is not.
Okay. Come on.
What's the?
Verdict?
Something's wrong. Here is okay. We can go forward. Okay?
Okay.
It's okay. But the throttle is reversed. Something is wrong.
Let's see how good it is now. That's so much better. You have no idea. This was really tight before. Better. Much better.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you
Stopping the engine.
But now we have one next problem. One problem at a time.
Babe steps, right?
Big steps. Now I'm gonna hold and you check.
Perfect. Easy.
What's this?
Experiment with different things. It's white this time.
We found out that we have a problem here. We called the former owner to check if it's real. What's going on?
Yeah, we couldn't figure out how to install the cable for the throttle because it seems like every time you put backwards is when you give throttle and every time you put forward is when you take off power of the engine, and that doesn't make sense for me. And I called the former owner and I'm like, do you remember if it was backwards the throttle? And he was like, yeah, it was backward. When I bought the boat it was like that and I just got used to it and never changed.
We either get used to do the opposite side or
We are gonna try like this, but then we are gonna reverse that. We have a lot of adaptation to do in order to do that. We need to change the hot core filter from where it is, but I think we're gonna do the change. That's at least is what we think right now. Yeah, this, by the way, is just a dry fit. We're just putting all the pieces together just to check if they fit in place, because we still need to apply Sikaflex in between here, and everything. But before we do that, we want to calibrate the throttle and the gear. I don't know, the gear throttle? No. Yeah, this one. Basically, we still need to create a support for the new alternator, and we cannot start the engine right now because we took the alternator off, and without the alternator we cannot try this.
because we bought a new alternator and we need to do some changings there.
Now we have all the supplies necessary, fingers crossed,
We hope.
to install this beast in place. We bought the nut, we bought the screws, the thing to tie everything.
And we are replacing this one for this one.
And
Can
we
you
are-
explain the difference between them?
The difference? Almost 10 times more power. That's 28 amps, this is 200 amps.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Sorry, 23.
23.
3.
And this, the controller is external, this is already in here. And we are also gonna replace this for this. That's gonna be much easier to tie up the belt. We're also gonna install new belts.
We hope.
Fred, at least pretend it's good.
Fred, when is our channel gonna start?
Soon.
When
I
is
hope December?
I heard a promise. I heard a promise.
Yes.
This
December,
year?
as I
This year? Or
That was I wasn't expecting that also.
December. Yeah.
December?
this
I
year?
hope.
Still?
With your help. Your
December
help?
December 2023 or
No.
December 2020?
I hope.
A lot of people have been asking when Fred's gonna start his own channel, so he said December.
We believe him.
First trial.
This is just a dry fit. We're gonna take apart and install properly because we need to paint some pieces, but that's just to see if it works.
Another test.
Yep. Let's take these off. I will need to rip apart. This is the wrong way.
Victor! Remove the cables.
No.
No, no. Okay. Throttle back.
Back with back.
Yes.
Okay. We're just taking the marina with us.
Wait. Let me see.
Check the
inside.
river on the back.
What's next?
Next, now that we know the system is working, Fred, my employee, he behaves really well. I think I'm gonna give him a raise maybe this month.
Can I have a channel?
Yes, that's the raise. I'm gonna give a channel for him, just like, you know, like
Oh.
An upgrade.
an upgrade. Yeah, we are gonna take the whole system off because we needed to grind this piece a little bit and we want to paint that just to make sure we won't get rust. And after that we can assemble all together again, and also because we need to do the electrical connections for the alternator. When I say we, I mean he. I'm learning, I'm just a student here. He's the professional, I'm the student. But it's good because if I hire a mechanic, I won't learn. With Fred, I say stop, what are you doing? Explain now.
I try.
Okay. The idea is to disassemble that, to do the connections, and then
We're almost ready to leave the marina for the first tests. That's gonna be exciting.
yeah, some information. Then.
Learning. Yeah. Solo vontade.
Of course, nothing is that simple. Now Fred's gonna do an adaptation on our alternator because we need to know how many. How do you call in English? Like.
Turns.
Yeah, we can write somewhere.
Speed.
Speedometer, tachometer.
I think
No,
so.
speedometer.
I'm not sure.
What does it
We
do?
need to know how many rotations the engine does by minute or by second or whatever.
Yeah.
So we need to
RPM.
RPM, yeah, we need to know the RPM of the engine, and the way to know that's through the alternator, but this alternator there is no way out for this. So Fred is an electrician, he's gonna weld a small wire, where? Here?
Somewhere.
Yeah, here.
Here, and this wire will tell how many RPMs we have on the engine.
This wire, we send the signal
Yeah,
from the alternator
yeah,
to
the
the RPM meter.
yeah, RPM meter, yeah. Yeah, that's good, yeah.
I don't know the name. I forgot the name.
So basically we're gonna connect this green wire to this wire that Fred's gonna weld here, and this is gonna be our RPM meter. Yeah. Basically, you got the point, right? Yeah.
I'm in favor that when we don't know the terms in English, we need to speak in Portuguese.
No, we can basically create terms if we don't know terms.
Yeah,
It's much more fun.
I prefer that way.
I prefer to create
Yeah.
terms.
Yeah.
Okay,
Speedometer.
next step.
Next is 12. He's just waiting for this to.
Get hot.
Is it hot?
No, that's here.
Nose.
Here.
Oh, here. Okay.
Here.
Should I trust Fred doing that? My brand new alternator?
No.
You guys can let me know if I should trust Fred.
No.
I mean, it's gonna be a little bit too late because by the time you say something, it's gonna be too late. But I'll trust Fred.
Are you sure?
Not really.
Are you scared?
Yes, I'm scared. Someone said I shouldn't say scared.
I'm afraid.
Afraid. Is afraid the name?
I don't remember.
I think someone said I should say afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm scared. It's different. He's a monster, so I'm scared.
What's the plan?
Connect the alternator.
We can charge the battery now.
The one from for the engine, right?
Yes.
For the engine, yeah. For to use with the lithium batteries, we need to install a battery isolator.
Yeah.
This one?
Next step. But
Next
now,
step.
just to try the alternator, we're gonna connect these batteries.
This. Pick up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait and see. now is the first time I'm gonna try something by myself. Fred's not here. By the way, I disassembled the entire thing by myself, so I'm learning. Now, I painted already this spacer. This is the spacer we needed to create to fill up the gap, because this on the old alternator was a lot bigger. Now we have a spacer here, and as we cut, I needed to paint just to make sure it will last for longer. And here also we need to grind a little bit because it was hitting this part, and I also painted just as a extra protection. And now I'm gonna assemble the whole thing together. Let's see if I can do it.
And later Fred's gonna check it out.
Yeah, Fred's gonna check if I did right. So. Check this.
You did it?
That's it. First time ever I assembled the whole belt by myself. That's a simple thing, but it's always an achievement when you do something by yourself for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how small it is. That's just the beginning. One day I'm gonna do the entire engine myself. I mean, with Roberta. Right? Is that your store?
Yeah.
She's
You wanna buy
organizing.
something?
Yeah. I want a boat that we can go sailing. Can you give me a boat that we can go sailing?
Fred, can you give us?
It's here.
Yeah. Our plan is to go test the engine for the first time tomorrow. It's a huge news, right? Huge, huge. Yeah, but before we do that, we need to organize everything on the engine room. The engine room is fully functional, but I don't know. Let's show you how it looks. So now is the time, finally, to get this organized. You know, tie these things up, organize the hose here. Maybe install some lights here. What are you laughing?
Nothing.
Having fun?
Always.
Accidents happen like this, you know, like the ladder is just
accident.
falling. Yeah.
It's all good.
Are you trying to kill me? No. I think I was just down there, and he was like, "I'm gonna let it drop." Simple like this. I just had an idea. I'm joking. We're gonna do really quick a time lapse about the organization, and then we're gonna show you how much better the engine room is gonna be. But first, my boss is gonna record the before, so we can do that. You like this?
Look at this. Lights.
And all the hoses are connected and all like clamped everywhere. Now we're ready to go.
Are we?
Yeah, this episode was supposed to be the episode that we go out for a sea trial of our engine.
We did go.
Yeah, we did go. A lot happened, by the way. Good and bad news. But it's too much for one episode.
For sure.
Yeah, if we start telling this story now, this episode is gonna be easily over 1 hour long. And today is Friday. We need to finish this episode. If we don't finish today, you guys won't have an episode right now when you're watching. So, to be continued.
Yeah.
Sorry for the cliffhanger, but it's just the way it is. We cannot add 1 hour episode in like 2 days. It's just impossible for us. And this is like almost real time. This happened like a couple days ago, so
Less than a week.
less than a week. But for
We
now,
have so much to tell you guys.
a lot, yeah, a lot to think about, a lot to decide about, but we're gonna talk about that next week. And for now, we're gonna welcome on board
Our new
patrons for this week. So, welcome on board,
Kelsey,
David,
Robert,
Mark,
Jeremy,
Steven,
Ed,
João Felipe,
and we also want to thank the donations to our PayPal. Thanks so much, Alan.
and Robert. Guys, thanks so much. We really appreciate your support. And we'll see you guys next week when I try to maneuver the boat for the first time. Yeah, just a disclaimer, our last 2 boats were tiller. Now it's a steering wheel, and it's easily, I would say 4 times, maybe 5 times heavier than our last boat. So that was, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's see if I can maneuver this boat next week. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Should I?
You have it's your opportunity. Just tell them anything you want to tell.
I wanna tell that I love you.
That's good. I think that's a wrap, right? See you guys next week.